bitch, I wanna party like Chris Farley.
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to a game called Night Call. So I heard that this game is similar to Coffee Talk, in the sense of like, you're like a taxi driver or something along those lines, and you're driving around like Paris, and you basically are picking up people and trying to solve like a murder or something along those lines, from the stories that people give you while you're driving this taxi. So, we're just gonna get right into this game. So, new game slot 1. I've never played this game before. So let's hope that it's good. Choose an investigation. The judge. Victims have all something in common, but the motives seem clear. But which exception could it be? Balance case perfect for the first run. I'm gonna do the judge since it is the first run. So choose difficulty mode. Story balanced. Money will be easy to get by. The victim will be easier. We're just gonna go balanced, the way Night Call was designed. We're not gonna do hard mode, yet or ever probably. We're probably just gonna do balanced. We're just gonna do a basic playthrough of the game because otherwise we'd be here all night, and I don't have all night. By Monkey Moon and Black Muffin Studio and Raw Fury. Okay. Night Call. I think that's gonna appear next. Now let's please sit in silence while we watch this little cutscene. Night Call. Okay, doctor. Here? Sir, can you hear me? Or do I need to speak up? You're fine. She takes a deep breath. Sir, you just spent 2 weeks in a coma. The world bounces around your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma? The word scratches along your throat. Yes, you were a victim of an assault. The word resonates in your head. Victim. You're aware serial is currently on the loose in Paris. You feel the contents of your stomach crawling up to your throat. The judge, as the police call the killer, assaulted you. A bullet touched your liver, and in most circumstances it would have been fatal. We chose to put you in an induced... Her voice becomes distant and fades. You taste a bile in the back of your throat. Your head is burning. You hear a whistle in one ear. Your fingers move to your wound underneath the bandages. You can feel hard skin is incredibly painful. Did they... I'm sorry? Did they catch the judge? No. What about my passenger? He was dead before you even got out of your cab. The doctor sighed for a second. A very awkward second. She hesitates. The doctor, oh my god. The police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. After all, you know who survived the judge. Noise in the hallway attracts your attention. You try to turn your head to no avail. You need to rest. She leaves the room. Her voice resonates in the hallway. I don't care. He's the only witness. Another female voice joins in, a strong, authoritative voice. You can't clearly make out what she's saying. A strange feeling washes over you. It's not pain, not fatigue, some odd combination of the two. Before being in this hospital room, you never realized that anger was made up of a combination of pain and exhaustion. Anger. A feeling you know all too well. ... Days go by and a month later. Night 1. FNAF 1. Well, looks like I got a bit of a problem. A real problem, that is. You have a punning headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since the attack. Are you listening to me? You catch your boss's eye in the rearview mirror. Yeah, he stares at you for a second or two without speaking. Sometimes I wonder what's inside your head. You always seem so far away. Sorry. I just want things to go back to normal, to clear my head, to stop thinking about it all. He's watching you closely, trying to make out what's going on in your head. You know about you, don't you? I know. You're like a son to me, you know? I know. And you know he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet again. When my father died and left the store, I could have sold it. I could have retired, gone back to the old country. Let him go on. But I decided to start a cab fleet with the money he left me, tired of the guys from the neighborhood. And that's why I got 45 guys like you working for me. His hands flutter in the air. Though none of them are any match for you. He smiles, his voice suddenly takes a serious note. Do you want me to go over everything again? He points the equipment on the dashboard, the meter, the GPS. You haven't been in a taxi for weeks. Do you need a little refresher? Yeah, good idea. Right then. Well, first, the map. You spot potential customers and try to guess where they're going. Then you decide. When a customer orders a taxi, if there's no one else around, you have to go pick them up. He shrugs. That's the way it goes. It's business. No problem. The other fares, you look at the map and decide whether or not you want to take them. And then you drive. He flashes a quick mechanical smile. You know it well when he talks about work. That's all. When your shift is over, we will do the numbers and the voice tries out searching for the right words. And that's about all. It's pretty simple. There's no reason why you can't do it. Alright, no overtime. We're in France here and there are rules and regulations. You might not see it that way, but no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours. He looks away. Something's been bothering him since he got into the cab. Anyhow, you know the ropes. I know you're going to do a good job. What's the matter? Your boss kept quiet for a while, as if hesitant to speak, and then... I don't think it's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. The murderer is still out there, and we think he's going to come back for you. Your colleagues. I do, too. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. I even spend taxis a minute lost. He gives you a smile, half ironic, half serious. Good night. Same to you, and good luck. He'll spend the rest of the night dealing with the problems and drivers. You wonder how and when the guy ever gets any sleep. Your boss opens the door next to the cab. You watch him cross the street and enter the fleet garage. A couple of colleagues are miling out. Techs are coming and going. They'll ignore you, consciously and unconsciously. You are branded. You sit there for a moment, turn the key in the ignition. You hum. The hum of the engine sound sends a tingle down your spine. Is it possible to describe how you miss that feeling? The back to night shift, back to life. Despite the attack, despite it all. Okay, we're just gonna drive. Hey, Pale, can you help me out? I get 10 pounds, so accept. The door opens. It's Harvey, a homeless man like hundreds of other in Paris. You know each other for years, and every now and then he asks a favor for you to drive him someplace. As usual, he greets you quietly, though he seems a little on edge. Hey, buddy. What's up, pup? He has a strange verbal tick that you never really understood. You start the cab. Your passenger keeps looking over his shoulder, clearly worried. Is Is everything okay, Hervey? Yeah, sure, no worries. I don't know if it's Hervey or Herb. I think it's Hervey. Or I'm gonna call... Yeah, who knows. His voice trails off, seeming to be collecting himself. It's just... There's a cop on my tail, Jill. A cop? Has anybody come around asking about me? What do you mean? You know, like from the crime squad? Nana always been talking to me about you. That guy's been driving me crazy. Asking all these questions, digging up my past. You know what I mean? Why'd he be doing that? His voice sounds shrill all of a sudden. I don't know, man. I don't know. At first, he thought it was that killer, you know, the serial killer. That he was after me. Or why would he be after you? Because I saw his face. He pauses just enough time for your brain to process the information. You gotta look at the judge? The passenger gives you a funny smile. I saw him in profile, Mile. His profile or his face? Profile, what's the difference? I was like 50 feet away from him, man. I was like sleeping in an alley when I came across the street from nowhere. I mean, you know, he killed the last victim, my stomach hurt, I couldn't sleep well, and? You know, I saw him in profile. He had a weird way of walking, sort of hunched over as if he were tired. That's all? Yeah, that's all I saw. Had on black gloves and the street were dark. I didn't see anything else. He's staring at you. But why do you care, man? I got, Harv helped you with your investigation. I'm just curious, that's all. Just curious. Yeah, well, the cop comes around again, you better tell him to go fuck off. I'm not gonna tell the police anything. Not a damn thing. A note of anger had crept into his voice. And goddamn cops, they're never there when we need them. I sure as hell ain't gonna help. Yelp. They can go kick sick. He looks away furious. You keep quiet and focus on the road. Now the senior passenger gives the seat back in front and of him a thumb. Hey, stop right there, Near. You slow down, pull over as soon as you can. Okay, I'm out of here. I see you later, man. Reaches for the door. You're a good guy, you know that? Take care of yourself. The door opens, then closes, and Harvey vanishes in the darkness. I don't know who changed to like that weird accent. You open the window on your side. You're dying for a cigarette. To relieve the pressure, to calm your racing heart. You took a deep breath and drive away. I'd be going back the same way I came. That guy. Just above your head, a man smoking alone about. He's now wearing a shirt. You feel cold for him. Refuse. It's too far. The door opens when he gets into the back seat. Having a good night? For a second, you freeze. It's one of the cops working on the judge's case. She grins at you, her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. You know, it's actually pretty crazy for I've been saying to myself, there's something off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, mulled it over, bugged all my fellow cops about it because I was sure you lied to us. Didn't lie. She whistles to cut you off. Hey, I'm talking. She has a cold sneer on her face. I'm gonna be frank with you. She leans over to you. I don't think you're the judge. Nah, I just can't picture it. She squints like she's trying to make you out from far away. Like you've gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Yeah, between us, it's a bit of a stretch. She stares at you. But not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know better, I'd think he had a crush on you. She smirks. Nah, I think he's more interested in your profile. Prison at 17. An icy chill fills your gut. And for murder, too. You open your mouth, but nothing comes out. Since you got out, you kept a low profile, but you lied about your name and your addresses. I checked. It's normal, you'd say. If they get a word out of your time served, no loan for your permit, no lease for your car. Meaning no second chance at life. Her voice becomes softer, almost warm. I personally like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leans forward, her shining cat-like eyes narrowing. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with first and last name with evidence. Actually, knowing him, he's not even hot on evidence. So I'll give you the infos. Victims, suspects, medical records, some photos. They're a bit... She makes a gagging noise. You have to be discreet. Keep it between you and me. Interrogate, ask questions, dig around. I'm not asking you to make an arrest or deliver the killer wrapped up with a bow in front of the station, okay? You know Batman. You're just here to give me more information. She rummages around her pockets for what seems like forever. Here, take my card. I'll call you in 3-4 days just to check in. We'll chat. And I'll let you know if I have any new info. She takes a didactic, patronistic tone. Patronistic, I don't even know how to read that. Like she was going to give you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught. Don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like, and I know who your friends are. You can either be the situation or the solution or the problem, my friend. She takes a minute to scan your face, your emotions. If I have to, I'll go check on you-know-who. Your smile is biting. That reminds me. She know you done time. You shake your head. She snickers. Oh, my little dirtbag. You cover your checks well. I did what I could. Yeah, if you say so. She sighs in a tired, exaggerated way. Don't mess with me, man. If things don't go well, I'll turn you in. Send your picture of all my friends and me and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it. Your real name. Anyone close to you will have their places searched. They'll be put under house arrest. Spend nights in jail. Any idea how tense things are with this fucker's trail underway? You sigh. You know just what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last names are almost the same. You could be brothers, actually. I'm nothing like that son of a bitch. She smiles. Let me tell you, with a face like yours and your handle, they'll welcome you with open arms. She takes it on a serious tone, businesslike. I want to catch this killer personally. I want to drag him to court, ruin his fucking life with a bang. I can't botch this case, you got me? And neither can you, right? Nope. Well, great then. We see eye to eye. You could just say you're my informant, my CI. You roped open your good inside your insides. You were in a coma, yeah. You have plenty of reasons to want to get back at him. She furrows her brow. Yeah, I think you're actually gonna go do what I tell you to do. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all those rumors, and come up with a list of suspects. She lays her hand on the door handle and freezes. Alright, don't get me fired. Without that cab, you're worth nothing to me. Glare at her. She puts her hand up, and you can hear the words behind it. This conversation never happened. I'll make sure you get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Till then, not a word to anyone. Obviously, not a word. The door squeaks and slams shut. Fucking bitch. You sit alone for a while, teeth clenched, dried-eyed, ears buzzing. Shit. On the back seat, a cop left a pile of papers. Shit. The key in the ignition, motor running. Radio on crackles, you turn it off and start driving. Talking to passengers, my unlocking new documents, includes for education. You will find them back at your studio after your shift. Quickly distributed available in your room. Well. Oh, they're putting up all the evidence, I think. Maybe. I mean, there should be 6 pieces. I mean, there's 5, and we know the 6th piece from Hervey. You take a second to adjust sense of your studio apartment. Outside, the city is slowly waking up. You can hear the hum of a taxi buzzing in your ears. You know the first files Bussett gave you on the table. On the wall, you hung up the big corkboard where you used to pin up photos of your nephews. They've been gone since you got out of... The plan is simple. Jot down all pieces of evidence and connect them to the suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but the one with the most compelling evidence against them. If you're building a story about each suspect, you're trying to understand their motives. Understand how he or she got into this situation. A bus goes by, making the walls shake. Why am I doing this voice? You crack your knuckles and get to work. Okay, autopsy report, victim 3. Killer case. Given. Let's see. Oh my god, how do I... Okay. Herb, no! Homeless man with an unknown background, briefly worked for Charles Bergen Victim 2 in the 90s, got health issues. It matches the killer's height. It's about 1 meter 80. Mentioned crime scene 2, you deserve this. Killer wearing black gloves. 190, so it matches the 80. Message on crime scenes 3, time is up. Killer wearing black. Medical examiner in Paris, escaped from Argentina when he was young, allows his parents to into the process. Once again, matches the height description, matches the you deserve this, and is wearing black gloves. Dad was a cop, died 2 years ago. Mom was health issues after health scandal, gay in a relationship, never disclosed this information at work. Okay, so matches the 180, weapon, rare gun, used in the 70s. Retired cop, joined the police in 1977, divorced from a judge, born in the French Anus, moved. I think it's this guy, Paul Marie, because think about it, was married to a judge, so they would know, like, calling himself the judge himself, like, that would make sense. Justice. I mean, like, okay, justice, sure, that makes sense. But this one has the most compelling evidence so far. So, let's go back. Let's end the night. By your hand, you wipe your tired face. You pull open the sofa bed, which unfolds with an unpleasant creak. You collapse onto the mattress. The events of the day running through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. Your brain is running at full speed. Your body aches and you are in pain. You could tell you need to get more sleep. You glance at your investigation board. It looks awfully empty. Tomorrow you'll have a chance to fill it up more. You shake your head and your mind wanders for a second. Your eyelids flutter once and you're asleep. Now we're gonna have to wait for an eternity for day 2. You open one eye. Your back aches, you like to close your eyes and go back to sleep. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night 2. Well, how do you... Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching this episode. I'm really enjoying this game so far. I think that it's going to be a really fun game. I think that we're going to do like one, maybe 2 nights, depending on how long the nights are, every episode. But yeah, and I'm hoping to do every single crime scene, if possible. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.